Sleep with your pet? How that may affect you and your pet. Sleeping with pets from their point of view. When it comes to dogs and cats and the exceptional well-groomed pot-bellied pig, Dr. Dana Varble, the chief veterinary officer for North American Veterinary Community said, in general, it's a very good thing for animals to sleep with their people. Do you really think they're enough room for you? Delilah, a 10 years old Siberian Husky. In the quest for better sleep, people often ask if they should share their bed with a pet. Before we get to that, let's take a moment to ponder the flip side. Is sleeping with you good for your pet? I love that we're reversing the question, said Dr. Dana Warble, the chief veterinary officer for the North American Veterinary Community. In general, it is a very good thing for animals to sleep with their people. Pets who share their human bed tend to have a higher trust level and tighter bond with the humans that are in their lives. It's a big display of trust on their part, Varble said. Dogs and cats who are more closely bonded with their humans get additional health benefits, including increases in beneficial neurotransmitters such as oxytocin and dopamine, their feel-good hormones, she added. Is it just dogs and cats who benefit from human bed partners? Yes, Varble said, with a very few exceptions. I have owner who has a meticulously groomed pot-bellied pig who sleeps and food their bed. She said it's an indoor pig named Norbert. Pot-bellied pigs are almost like dogs because they're very social. Hi, I am Norbert. I am almost 2 years old. I am pot-bellied pig, but I think I'm person, so I sleep on the bed with the other humans. I have my own Instagram too. Pros and cons for humans. With that important matter out of the way, let's turn to you. Is good for you to sleep with a pet? Experts have traditionally said no because you might not get quality should I. Animals may move, bark, and dispute sleep. Sleep in dogs and cats is not continuous and they will inevitably get up, walk on the bed, stepping on people. All of that activity will lead to sleep fragmentation, said Dr. Vsevolod Palotsky, Director of Sleep Research and Professor in the Department of Medicine of Johns Hopkins University School of Medicine. These micro-wakings, which can happen without awareness, are disruptive because they pull you of deep sleep, said Kristen Knudsen, an associate professor of neurology and preventive medicine of Northwestern University's Feinberg School of Medicine. They have been associated with the release of a stress hormone cortisol, which can make sleep even worse. That may be true for many of us, but recent studies have shown that pets in bedroom could be beneficial for some of us. People with depression or anxiety may benefit from having their pet, but because the pet is a big pillow, a big blanket, and they may feel that snuggly, cuddly, furry creature decreases their anxiety, said sleep specialist Dr. Raj Dasgupta, an assistant professor of clinical medicine at the Keck School of Medicine at the University of Southern California. Data gathered in 2017 from the Mayo Clinic Center for Sleep Medicine in Phoenix found over half of pet owners seen in the clinic allowed their pet to sleep in the bedroom, and the majority found their pet unabusive or beneficial to sleep. About 20%, however, did believe their furry friends made the slumber worse. Another 2070 study put sleep trackers on dogs and their humans to measure the quality of repose for both. People who had their dogs in their bedroom got a decent night's rest, and so did the dogs, the research team found. However, sleep quality declined when people moved their dog from the floor to the bed. Children may benefit from sleeping with pets as well. In 2021 study asked adolescents aged 13 to 17 to wear sleep trackers for 2 weeks and they undergo a state-of-the-art sleep test. About a third of the kids slept with a pet. The study noted which didn't appear to affect the quality of their rest. My human calls me the queen of comfy because I head to her bed every time we finish a walk. Delilah, a 10-year-old Siberian Husky. In fact, frequent sleepers showed similar sleep profiles to those who never slept with pets, the authors wrote. All of this suggests that having pets in the bed or bedroom is not necessarily bad, said Dr. Bhanu Prakash Kola, a sleep medicine specialist in the Center for Sleep Medicine and the Mayo Clinic in Rochester, Minnesota. There can be significant psychological comfort in having your pet close by, which can help both initiate and maintain a sleep, Kola said. However, if patients are reporting that movement or the activities of the pet are disruptive to their sleep, we counsel them to try to look at alternate arrangements for the pet at night and see if that helps with their sleep, he added. A setup for success. Successfully sleeping with your pets has a lot to do with deeply both you and your pet sleeps, says clinical psychologist and sleep specialist Michael Brous, the author of Good Night, a sleep doctor for week program Better Sleep and Better Health. Dogs are usually good for entire night, but cats can be very nocturnal, Brous said, adding that another factor is how much you both move, as movement by the animal can wake human and vice versa. Hi, I'm Lynx Central and right 2 years old Siberian. I must sleep with on my humans so I can walk or sit them or to try smell their breath. I also enjoy draping my 2-foot-long body across their neck at about 3 a.m. My sister Luna left likes to sit on feet by them during the night. Pets, like people, can also snore and dispute sleep, so be sure to take that into account. Brose said small dogs and cats often like snuggle under the covers with their people, but that can rise your body temperature and dispute your sleep. The best sleeping temperature is a bit chilly at 65 degrees Fahrenheit or 18.6 degrees Celsius. If you're thinking of bringing your fur baby to bed, Brower suggests you give it a try for only a couple of nights so that you do condition your pet to expect it before decide it's good for you. Some of us should abstain. Despite the new science, many of still need to think twice about bringing your dogs, cats, or indoor pigs into our beds. It is particularly harmful in people with insomnia or in patients with other sleep disorders, patients with delayed sleep, face night owls, or even in folks with sleep apnea who wake up from breathing cessation and they're unable to go back to sleep, Palotsky said. Up to 30% of the American public suffers from insomnia. At least 25 million adults suffer from obstructive sleep apnea, according to the American Academy of Sleep Medicine. Insomniacs are the most susceptible, Palotsky said, so sleeping with pets will not necessarily predispose or precipitate insomnia, but it might perpetuate it. Anytime you sleep cycles and interrupted, you disturb the brain's ability to repair itself on a cellular level, consolidate memories, store new information, and ready the body for optimal performance. The sweet spot for proper rest is when you can slumber continuously through the four stage of sleep to 6 times each night. Since each cycle of 19 minutes long, most people need 7 to 8 hours of relatively uninterrupted sleep to achieve this goal. A chronic lack of solid rest therefore impacts your ability to pay attention, learn new things, be creative, solve problems, and make decisions. Breathing is used. There another reason why snuggling with pets at night may not be good for health. If you are one of millions of people who suffer from asthma, allergies, or chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, sleeping with a furball could become a nightmare. My asthma patients, my COPD patients, they always say, "Hey doc, don't worry, my dog doesn't shit," said Das Gupta, who also pulmonologist. And I tell them that, but remember, allergens are in saliva, they are in the dog's skin, so you're gonna be exposed to allergens for 8 hours at night and suffer watery eyes and stuffy nose. That, along with the animal's movement, will prevent you from getting some good sleep, he said. Some pets should not join family bed. Let's get back to what best for you pet. When is it not a good idea for a furry friend to sleep with you? Obviously, young peoples or dogs that are working through behavior issues. It might not be good for them to sleep with you, Varble said. If you have a dog with anxiety, we teach that kennels are safe space. Kennels that have 3 sides make them feel like they only have to protect themselves from one angel. We want to teach them their secure place in your house, she said. And some pets, Varble said, you should never invite to bed to spoon. I work with exotic pets and let them have very specific health and safety requirements, including being in enclosure, Varble said. So while I know people who are very close to the ferrets and the guinea pigs, they need to be in the enclosure for their health at night. Those are not animals that we want to have in bed with us.